Es que en la calle ando suelto. Hola. Jaja. Vamos a jugar con control, tío. Vamos a probar. Quitar esto. Y si tú me lo pides, yo me porta bonita. Vamos a empezar. Por ti yo me uno. Let's go. Oh, hostia, que no oye. Chala, no me lee control, tío. No puede ser. Problemas. Y si tú me lo pides, yo me porto bonito. Ay, carajo. ¿Qué he hecho? No he hecho nada. Vamos.
Botón derecho del ratón. Ajustes.
No, ningún botón derecho, nada. Hostia.
Contenido adicional. Luis M.A. Un contorno blanco te indica el objetivo activo.
Vaya.
El botón L2 modo de puntería revela además objetivos secundarios y proporciona una mira con retículo para aumentar la precisión al apuntar.
Buster, ¿qué pasa? Padre santo. Bueno, vamos a ver. Empezamos. Tenemos que ir para allá. Ok, vamos para allá, tío. Hostia. Y si tú me lo pides, yo me porto.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Mi pregunta es...
Ajustes.
Mi pregunta
Guardar
es...
barra cargar y salir.
¿Por
Botón
qué no
X.
puedo jugar esto en español?
Seleccionar. Botón círculo. Atrás.
A ver...
Salir del... Reiniciar desde el último punto de guardado. Reiniciar desde el último punto de guardado.
No.
Volver al menú. Opciones de audio. R.
¿Cómo te puedo
Volumen de la...
ti?
Tono. Mostrar sub... Audio mono. Configuración de audio. Cine en casa. Elige los parámetros de audio
predeterminados. Es que no paras de hablar, tío.
Configura. Opciones de accesibilidad. Opciones de accesibilidad. Opciones de juego. R. Restaurar. Apuntado relativo. Sensibilidad. Apuntado relativo con la... Opciones de juego. Aceleración de cámara. Opciones de visualización. Seleccionar monitor. Tipo de escalado. Modo de escala. Definición. Latencia. Velocidad de... Campo de... Aberración cromática.
Esto?
Campo de visión. Opciones de gráficos.
Medio,
calidad de la niebla.
Lo que sea medio está bien.
Establece la sombras de trazado de rayos.
Saturar
tono.
esto.
Opciones de accesibilidad. Audio mono. Mostrar subtítulos. Mostrar subtítulos. No.
Sí.
Tono.
Quiero bajarte el volumen a ti, pero...
Silenciar.
¿cómo?
Audio mono. Sí.
Ay, no se calla, cobro como
Configuración.
la
Opciones de interfaz. R.
A ver, mostrar...
Restaurar valores predeterminados. Opciones de control para PC.
Lector de menú.
Lector de menú.
Gracias. Muchas gracias. A ver qué más encontramos por aquí. Ok. Me parece que el juego no lo puedo poner en español. No entiendo por qué. No entiendo por qué no puedo ponerlo en Spanish. Un segundito antes de empezar. Es que si me lo pides. Listo. Vamos a darle. Miren esto, tío, pero es que... Ahora sí. Estamos en directo. Let's go, pues. ¿Ya? ¿Ya? Vámonos. Pero todo está enredado aquí. ¿Cuántas vueltas tenías? Ahora sí, pues.
Really, Mom?
A ver. Yo no soy diferente, tío. Yo soy... A ver, tú.
Already knew
A ver. Vamos a hablar un poquito.
Can I help you? Ah,
Sí.
you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
A ver, qué forma tan mal de morir. Fue muy
It was
emocionante.
dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
A ver, vamos a poner. Me alegra de
It was
conocerte
nice
más,
meeting you,
terminar de
Sebastian.
una vez el
I'll let you
corte,
get
el
back to your
rollo
book.
este.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
Ahora vamos a ser amigos. Ahora sí. Y yo me porto bonito. Moment, please. Quiero. ¿Qué es esto, tío? Y me porto bonito. Let's go, pues empecemos. Ay, Dios mío, qué habladera, loco. Vamos para allá.
If you do that, you'll lose. Trust
Milda.
me. Ugh, not going to move there,
Milda
are you?
Reyes.
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Debería haber una tabla
Told
así en
you.
la vida real. Eso estaría cool.
They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are.
Entonces
You're
tú
the
eres
new
mi
Slytherin, the one who barged in
Hermione.
with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years.
¿Cierto?
I'm
¿Eres mi
Amelda, by the
Hermione?
way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
que... Esperen un segundo. También grabar, qué pendejo. Ok, sigamos. Ok, ya. A ver, vamos a poner... Ya teníamos
We
todo
handled
controlado, listo.
And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Hasta la vista. Parece que sabe mucho de ajedrez mágico. Vuelas mucho. Bueno,
Goodbye,
vamos por acá.
Imelda.
Hasta
Nice
la
meeting
vista.
you.
Bye bye. No me interesa hablar. A ver, preséntate a Ominis. ¿Quién es? Tú eres Ominis. Tú eres mi rival, me imagino.
I think I heard
Eres
one.
guapo, tienes que ser mi rival.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
A ver, a ver. Vamos a poner, me gusta hacer entradas espectaculares. Claro que sí, vamos a ver esto.
If I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Ha sido un placer, sospechaba que estarías en Slytherin. Eso les parece muchos. Vamos a poner esto.
Thank you, Ominous.
Ya.
Very nice to meet you.
Bye,
Pleasure was
bye.
all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Ya está, tío. de
Is
nuevo.
the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
No me interesa ver eso. Let's go. Hermoso esto. Belleza. Esto se hace ejercicio, loco. Ay, no.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
Buenos
I've been
días,
dreaming of this
profesora
day for a long
Weasley.
time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Sabes que voy a abrir ese cofre primero. Eso es un cofre, ¿cierto?
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Lumos!
Ya, lo aprendí, ¿eh? ¿Te gustó? Lo sé.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Vamos a
Do
seguir a
keep
la
up.
profesora porque ella quiere que la persiga.
Why don't you
Como
cast
con ojo.
Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Espérate. ¿Cómo era la vuelta?
Lumos.
No, no era este.
Revelio.
Rebellion. A ver, una página ya de campo. Vamos a ver. Una estatuilla. A ver, este es tu nivel mágico de experiencia. Consigue los desafíos aumentando tu nivel y tu poder. Vamos. La guía de campo. Hace los seguimientos de tus desafíos actuales y selecciona el menú desafíos para continuar. Aquí seleccionamos nuestro menú. Guía de campo. O sea, me parece que este jueguito es bastante larguito. Recoge 2 páginas de la guía del campo de Hogwarts. Ok. Vale. Vamos a hacer una tareita.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Vale, perfecto. ¡Ya! ¿Dónde te fuiste? No, perdona. Es que me quedé viendo la serpientota esa. Escalofrío. Me dio, viejo.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Abrir el mapa. Hostia. Aquí, ¿no? La gran escalera. ¿Qué hago en una gran escalera? ¿Qué hago? La gran escalera. Ok. Entonces, ¿qué? Selecciona la región de anexo de la biblioteca para continuar. Esta es, ¿no? ¿Cuál es la del anexo esa? Taca. A ver. Gran escalera, torre, gran escalera, la gran escalera inferior, patio de emperador. ¿Cuál es ese anexo, viejo? ¿Está fuera del mapa o qué? ¿Está? Anexo de la biblioteca. El vestíbulo central de Hogwarts, ¿no? Claro. Así es como haremos los viajes rápidos, ¿no? Entonces no es mundo abierto. Ay, qué cosita. No es mundo abierto.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
My side of the dormitory is always...
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Muchas gracias,
Thank you, Professor
profesora.
Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck
Thank
today.
you.
And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okay, let's go. Tenemos que hablar contigo, profesor. Oh.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you.
Las
I was
charlas.
hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Espero no haber metido la pata
She
como
caught me
ya
off
veo.
guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here.
Espero
I
yo.
will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to
La
keep the
profesora
details to yourself for
Weasley es
now.
una bruja.
We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will
Ya
lead.
quisiéramos decirle
It may
bruja a nuestra
require a bit
profesora,
more
¿eh?
flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now,
Good.
as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever
Weasley?
enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Puedes ver las misiones disponibles en el mapa. Abrir el mapa. Vamos a abrir el mapa. A ver, ¿qué queremos? Esto es... representa las misiones principales. Ok, ese loguito. Avanza la historia, desbloquearás nuevas características y conseguirás más XP. Podrías emprender este castillo. Quizás tengas que usar la brújula encantada con la flechita hacia arriba. la guía del campo para que me ayudes a encontrar el camino. Ah, mira tú. Muy gracias. Muito obrigado. Muito obrigado. Muito obrigado. Obrigado. Muito obrigado.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend.
Soy un Slytherin de corazón, yo soy un Slytherin.
Mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within
mucha
these
historia
walls.
todavía y nada de acción. Yo quiero acción, yo quiero... Eso, ¿ves? Eso. A ver, misión completada. Me imagino que ahora sí vamos para Salsuki, ¿no? ¿No es por aquí? ¿Es por aquí? Es por aquí. Ahí están las escorias del otro bando. Hola, yo soy comercio. ¿Y ustedes qué son? ¿Ciencias? Ciencias anales. Severus Snape, tú eres como... tú eres como el profesor Black. A ver. Por aquí. Mira tú, payasos viejos. Hay payasos metidos aquí, qué locura. Estos amarillentos, no me acuerdo de qué eran. ¿Quieres hacer el abracadabra? Pues sí. Bueno, que abracadabra no era el hechizo prohibido. Eso con esos ojos. Con esos ojitos chiquititos. ¡Que empiece la salsa!
Is that all you've got?
¡Que empiece la salsa! ¡Ay, ay, ay!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time.
Típico
I
gente
get new
de,
students every
que le
year,
gusta
but I only
alborotarse.
have one Hebridean black skull.
Como
It was a
Roberto.
token from the great poacher raid of
Alborota mucho.
1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Quiero saber cómo poner esto en español, pero...
To the
No lo
wise,
sé.
age matters very little. Today we will review a spell
No sé
that has
qué eres
saved
un
me from
leviosa.
death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Leviosa.
A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprise
que vamos a
opponent is
aprender a ser
awaited.
leviosa.
Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
¿Estás loco?
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Ay, vamos a aprender esta shit. Let's go. Ya. Arriba. Dale. Eso. Esa. Leviosa. Así,
Levioso.
Leviosa. ¿Cómo tú sabías eso, Ah, Roberto.
Now,
¿Cómo
let's
tú
try
sabías
something a
eso?
little larger.
¿Cómo?
Let us begin with the basic cast.
Empecemos pues con un lanzamiento básico. ¿Qué te parece esto?
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember,
¿Qué?
a surprise. Good.
Leviosa.
Now, the basic cast.
¿Ahora qué hago con eso?
Well done.
Oh. Nice. Fácil.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cards, and Protego. You may begin.
¡Leviosa! Ok.
Protego!
This should
¡Ah, te asustaste! Francisco.
tasting.
¡Ay, no, 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 no! ¿Qué hice, tío?
You're good.
Ok.
How perceptive. Thank you.
Rather
Ok,
good
espérate,
at this,
espérate.
aren't you?
I know.
¿Qué te parece? ¡Pégale!
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Estoy echando para atrás, mami.
Protego!
¡Ah! ¡Leviosa!
Class, I hope you were paying attention. That is how you pass Levioso.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Afuera. Está out, knockout, knockout.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
¿Sabes quién está mal? Tú estás mal. Te dejaste caer un novato. Loser.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Vamos a hablar
Nice
con
work.
Sebastián.
I enjoyed that.
That
Disculpa,
duel
pero-
was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Aunque claro, tal vez no fuera tu primer duelo. Nunca había usado mi varita en combate. He participado en combate de varitas.
I've dueled enough.
Vamos a
Consider
ser
yourself
sinceros,
lucky I held
tampoco
back.
porque seamos Slytherin
Fair
tenemos
enough.
que ser
You owe
mentirosos.
me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Suena sospechoso, suena misterioso.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Está conmigo.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you.
Nos encanta.
If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Aleluya, let's go. Bajamos. Leviosa. Tenemos que subir por las escaleras. Ahí subimos. Cuadro.
It was an accident. Let us keep our heads.
Vi un fantasma. Cierto. Oye, pero cuánta Las escaleras, por eso se llama la gran escalera. Joder.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Estudiante de Gryffindor.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student.
Nati, hola Nati.
Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Aprendamos algo nuevo, señores. Let's go. ¡Ay! ¡Pendejo! Vamos de nuevo, vamos de nuevo. Sin miedo al éxito. Okay.
Accio!
¡Accio! No, es que yo también podría ser mago, así que...
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Vamos que queremos salsa. Queremos salsa. Vamos. Tengo hambre. Un poquito. Ay, ay, ay. Sí.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
¡Vamos a jugar!
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Haga la pena, amigo. ¿Y por qué yo primero?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres.
Accio.
Relinquish. Excellent control there.
¡Ja! 50, papito.
Think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, very good.
Ok, espérate. Mira, viejo. ¡Ya!
¡Splendid!
¡Es que soy un pro! ¿Y se siento qué? 125 puntos.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Natasai. Ok, soy blue.
Be sharp.
Ah, tú te sientes dura.
Yes.
Está bien. ¿Quieres ver cómo lo hago? Chequea.
Accio!
¡Para! Ah, ¿ahora qué? ¿Ahora qué? ¿Ahora qué?
Excellent control there.
Es más, esto está en la última madera. Ah, pues tú estás más dura. Ja, prepara.
There we go.
¿Es que te tengo miedo? ¡No!
Happens to the best of us.
Here we go.
No puede ser, joder. Oye. Qué atrevida.
Accio!
Espérate. Tenía que haberle pegado rápido para sacar esa bola. Y
Quite
soy
impressive.
Claro que me ganó. Si le hubiese pegado más fuerte, le hubiese ganado.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Profesor, quiero mi revancha.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
Estás
This
duro,
round
dale,
settles it all.
a tu ejercicio.
Watch this.
Vamos a ver ahora quién sigue más. 30 puntos. ¡Afuera! ¡Póngale 0! ¿Really?
Not exactly a typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind. I will get you back for that.
Defendiendo los colores.
Let us see this. There we go.
Esto va a ser divertido. ¡No! ¡No! ¡No!
Very good.
Eso está mal. Eso está mal. Mira. ¿Sí? 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 No, nada más tengo que hacer un puntico. A ver, así.
Accio!
Ya. Listo. Ya creía que me iba a ganar.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Estaba entretenido ese jueguito. Estaba chulo, estaba chulo.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on
A
humans,
word, if you would.
if you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Perfecto. Tenemos hechizo para traer. Hechizo para...
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
No quiero hablar contigo. Por aquí. Ese cofre se puede abrir.
Lumos. Revelio.
Ese cofre no está aquí. Ah, ok, mapa. A ver, ya está disponible la misión secundaria. Yo no voy a hacer misiones secundarias, yo ahora mismo quiero ir a la salsa. ¿Cierto? A menos que las misiones secundarias sean importantes. Ay, qué difícil. Vamos para allá. Vamos a las primarias. Las primarias. Voy. No es por aquí. Hola, cadabra. La puerta, ábrete. Abre la puerta. Un gatito. En serio, un gatito. Quiero tocar al gatito. Ok.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Tío Sebastián. La verdad, tengo novia, así que voy con Sebastián.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it.
No, no, no que te gustaría. Vas ahí porque tú eres un chulo. Que no,
He'll keep
no te
you well
gustaría ir
clear
con
of any of
Sebastián.
Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Con el profesor Ronin para recibir tu primera tarea. Dios mío. Es verdad, es que uno compra un juego para hacer tareas nada más. No es suficiente el colegio. Ahora hacer tareas. Esto...
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Creo que con la varita. No. ¿Cómo se prendía eso? No sé. No lo sé, Rey.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
¡No! ¿Por qué dijiste eso, man? Ok. Vamos a recoger los papeles.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
¿Dónde está? Sorry, no era eso. Déjame. No puedo agarrarla, tío. No se fuera. Ay, yo estoy bobo si es así. Con este. Nice. A ver, recoge las páginas. Más páginas para acá. Recoge las páginas.
The flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
Ahora.
If only a new student would help.
Yo sé que quieres hablar con... Ay, carajo.
Might some kind
Espérate un momento. Rebellion.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
And your magic. And your magic. ¿Qué no le di? ¿Cómo que no le di? Ay, cabrona. Vas a poner así coqueta. Ay, no, mentira, era mentira. ¡Ah, la mentira! ¡No! ¿Por qué fallo ahí? Ya. Vamos, ahora sí. Cuadrado. X. Ay, no me había fijado. De boba. Yo no me había fijado. Bienvenidos. El encantamiento, a ver. Reparación.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Misión complete. Ok, vamos a... Librito. Muéstrame el menú. Vamos aquí, hasta aquí mismito. Vamos por aquí. La puerta. Voy a subir por aquí.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Okay.
Hello, Sebastian.
Hello, Sebastian.
My new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Shall we? Ay, misiones. Todo el rato misiones, tío. Puras misiones, todo el pinche rato misiones. Harto de las misiones, brother.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it,
entrar al
I'd be wise to keep
equipo.
an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
Esas estatuas no tienen sentido.
Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
No.
Madam
tiene
Scribner, the librarian, was
sentido.
on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Ah, esto para las pociones. Más bien. Pociones. Me pregunto.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
You think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already made.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
¿Hasta dónde nos vamos a ir, hermano?
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year
Mira
isn't
todo
as
lo que
eventful.
hemos recorrido, viejo. Un loguito ahí. Hermoso.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi-guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a
Revelio.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Bueno, gente, volveremos en una hora para seguir el directo. Nos vemos.